start looking out for us.
I got hurt in a car accident. I need a lawyer, but I can't afford one. I'm flat broke.
We understand. That's why my brother and I decided we'd never charge anything up front to start working on your case.
Not one penny.
I called the Law Brothers after my accident, and they got me $500,000. I'm not broke anymore.
I'm attorney Sean Lalazari.
And I'm attorney Shervin Lalazari. Call us. We're the Law Brothers.
Call 559-900-0000 or visit lawbrothers.com.
When the Davises booked their Verbo vacation home, they didn't know about this view. Or the 200-year-old tree in the backyard. Or their neighbors down the hill. But one thing they did know is exactly how much they'd pay. Because Verbo is different. You see the total price up front. Of course, it's good to leave room for some surprises.
Ksee 24 News is online at NorthCentralValley.com.
Ksee 24 News begins with your forecast first from your local weather authority.
I'm Ruben Contreras with your forecast first. Sunshine and more heat for the valley, and might feel a little humid too, but this is the view right now. Live picture from our valley cam outside Ksee 24 looking off to the southwest. We're going to be in the mid to upper 90s once again, and we'll see a few clouds late in the day, mainly on the east side of the valley, so that thunderstorm activity expected to increase in our local mountains. That cloud cover drifts down to the valley floor. We are in the mid to upper 80s now, going for a high of 97 in Fresno. Similar to yesterday, we're well above average, which is 83, but this is not record heat. Records are at or above 100 degrees. Mid 90s for Madera, Mendota, Hanford, and the Sierra. There's that cloud cover increasing, and it actually gets worse into the weekend. We'll talk more about that as Ksee 24 Midday starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is Ksee 24 News Midday.
Coming up on Ksee Midday, developments into the crash we brought to you this morning on Highway 33 involving a big rig.
Plus, even with the uptick in crime in the last week in Fresno, police say the homicide rate is actually down significantly compared to this time last year. Hello and welcome to Ksee 24 Midday. I'm Brody Logan.
And I'm Taryn Mitchell. Thank you so much for joining us.
Fresno police are now investigating a shooting on Grant and Valeria Street, just down the road from Community Regional Medical Center.
Ksee 24 reporter Ben Morris joining us live this day for Midday right now. Ben, now what's the latest you can tell us on any details you've learned so far?
Yeah, so investigators are still out here on the corner of Grant and Valeria, and they're actually looking into a house here in the 300 block of North Valeria Street, and that's where they say they received a shot spotter activation around 9:30 this morning for one shot fired, and police finding a man in his mid-20s outside that residence with a single gunshot wound in his leg. He was taken to CRMC and is currently in critical condition. Investigators are still out on scene, but as of now, they have no suspects.
We have investigators on scene, speaking to witnesses, canvassing the area for any evidence, and we're hoping that if anybody might know what might have happened, if they can call us and give us some information that can help us solve this.
No arrests have been made as of now, and we're still working to learn more, but for now, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Ben, thank you.
So now we're also learning some more about a deadly crash in West Fresno County. Well, CHP confirms with us that 3 people now dead after a crash involving a car and a semi-truck. This all happened this morning on Highway 33 near Manning Avenue in the Cantua Creek area. Now, according to officers, the driver and a passenger in the car were pronounced dead on the scene. Another passenger was taken to the hospital via skylift, where they later died due to their injuries. Semi-truck driver was not hurt at all.
Despite a series of murders in Fresno in the span of the week, the police department is touting that violent crime is significantly lower than this time a year ago. Police announcing arrests in 2 of the murders. 33-year-old Montre Skinner has been arrested for the murder of 45-year-old Nathaniel Castaneda. This happened around 2 a.m. on Fresno Street last Thursday. And 79-year-old Ira Lewis has also been arrested for the killing of his tenant, 56-year-old Michael Brady. That is on East Dakota Avenue. Police are also identifying the man who died after he was found stabbed in the neck just before 2 a.m. Tuesday near Clinton and Brawley. 37-year-old Jonathan Garcia. As of now, Garcia's death is the 10th murder this year in Fresno.
At this same time last year, we had a total of 19 murders, which is about a 47% reduction overall in the total murders year to date. As the city is concerned, violent crime is down, homicides are down.
Police are asking for the help of anyone in the community to find who is responsible for Garcia's death.
Well, police are searching for a killer after a man is gunned down in his front yard near Madera High School. Wednesday afternoon, police say a 28-year-old man was shot multiple times. If you or someone you know has any information, you are asked to call Madera Police.
A bicyclist was airlifted to CRMC after being caught in the path of an out-of-control pickup truck. Happened around 2:30 in the area of Springfield and Justine Avenues in Reedley Wednesday afternoon. Police say the truck flipped twice, hitting the bicyclist.
We're not really sure what was happening at that time, but the driver sideswiped the parked vehicle that's just east of here, sideswiped that vehicle, swerved, and then at that point I think he overcorrected. His vehicle slid into the curb, which caused him to flip.
No word yet on the bicyclist's condition. Officers did not believe the driver was under the influence, but they are awaiting test results.
Livingston Police Department announcing the passing of their chief of police, Chuck Hale, after some medical complications last night. The department now mourning the sudden loss and saying in a Facebook post that Chief Hale was, quote, only a dedicated law enforcement officer, but also a trusted friend and mentor to many of us. His tireless effort to ensure that our city was a safe place to live, work, and raise families is a testament to his true character and integrity, end quote. He was first appointed to chief back in August of 2022. And prior to that, he served over 2 decades with the Merced County Sheriff's Department.
Coming up on Ksee Midday.
A Central Unified teacher helping students feel more confident in her classroom. Why she was chosen to be our Educator of the Week.
And another round of summer-like heat for the Central Valley. First, your 40-ality forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy. Ash, juniper, and privet are the top pollens. We are on the medium range through Sunday. I'll show you when a cool down finally arrives. This Ksee Midday continues.
This is Ksee 24 Midday with Taryn Mitchell, Brody Logan, and the certified most accurate forecast with forecaster Ruben Contreras, your local weather authority. Ksee 24, local news that matters.
Hi, I'm Bobby Jones. I opened up Barbecue Bob to give back to the community I love. We have all your barbecue favorites covered in our secret sauce, smoked in our Big Daddy pit, and paired with perfect sides and desserts. You'll be back for more.
What I see on Ksee 24, stories of everyday people making a big difference and an impact in our community. I see passion. I see a collective driven to make changes in public policy, voicing concerns and advocating issues, making the Valley better for everyone. I see local stories making an impact. So I want to invite you to see it all here every day on Ksee 24 News.
Did Karen stop speaking with the catfish?
That was a changing day for me.
Cocktails, champagne glamours, glasses almost empty.
New Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, today at 4 on Ksee 24.
At Bergenry Lawyers, you can reach us by phone or online anytime, 24/7, because a serious accident demands a fast response.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after a TNF blocker like Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq is different and may help. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can dramatically relieve RA and PSA symptoms, including fatigue for some. It can stop joint damage, and in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Done settling?
Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq.
And take back what's yours.
Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Are you tired of hearing you'll need a cosigner or maybe next time? Well, not any longer. Own a Car presents the No Score, No More Sales event. Some finance companies require a credit score to approve an auto loan, but not all of them and not always. Valley car buyers are getting approved, in some cases, regardless of their credit. At Own a Car, we've helped thousands of Valley car buyers get into the car they really want at payments they can afford. Everybody deserves a chance. Get yours during No Score, No More. Own a Car, home of the 500 down sales events, one location, Blackstone and Bullard, and at ownacar.com.
Ksee 24 News is brought to you by San Joaquin College of Law. Now, forecaster Ruben Contreras with your local weather authority forecast.
Fairly warm out there this midday. It's going to be hot again this afternoon, and it might feel a little bit more humid compared to yesterday. 84 in Fresno now, and along the coast there's some fog and cloud cover, keeping things cool for Monterey, San Francisco, Los Angeles, with temperatures in the 50s and 60s, and then the desert region of the Southwest, 89 in Palm Springs and 89 in Phoenix. Those areas have been at or close to 100 degrees for the past few days. We're cutting it kind of close in some parts of the valley for today. 86 this midday in Lemoore, 82 in Madera, and 81 for Visalia. Some valley spots a little bit cooler compared to this time yesterday. We had clear skies throughout the night into this morning, so that allows for all the heating we pick up the daytime to escape into the upper atmosphere. But with a good amount of sunshine already, we're going to be about the same, if not maybe a degree or two warmer in some parts of the valley. It depends on the cloud cover we pick up from the Sierra that could produce a few showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Live picture from our Valley Cam powered by Eagle Mountain Casino. This one at Block Construction in Northwest Fresno. You can see traffic moving along Palm Avenue there. High pressure, that's keeping us hot. That's centered over most of California, but we have this low pressure system to the southeast. The way these two are combined, it drags up that moisture from the south, and that monsoon creates showers and thunderstorms in our local mountains. We usually see this mid to late summer instead of mid to late spring. Live picture of China Peak from the resort's webcam at the base of the mountain. This is about 7,000 feet or so. Notice the lack of snow. It is disappearing fast as we move forward here into the second half of the month of May. And of course, just a few weeks ago, we had our latest storm and it dropped snow on the ground, and this area was covered in snow. Let's head up to 168 to show you a live picture from Huntington Lake. Thanks to Alert California, this is their webcam with PG&E. We're looking at Huntington Lake. Obviously, the snow-capped mountains, that's going to stick around for a while, but even the snow along the lake, that's melting fairly fast. Huntington Lake, not part of a flood advisory or watch or warning, but Yosemite National Park is. The Merced River at the Pohono Bridge is still under a flood warning until further notice. The water level is about 10,000 feet. National Weather Service thinks it could reach flood stage in the next 24 hours or so. Flood advisory is still in effect for the San Joaquin River, and the flood warning is still in effect for the Kings River until further notice due to water release from Pine Flat and Frank Dam. There's the cloud cover and chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly for the southern Sierra. Fresno County might get in on this action too later on for today, but the chances actually increase for tomorrow. So day by day, we're going to see more cloud cover, and that means more humidity to deal with here in the Central Valley. Even tomorrow, the activity stretches a little bit more to the north toward Yosemite, and it lingers closer to sunset too. Of course, once the sun goes down, these storms lose their energy, and then things start to pick up again on Saturday. Again, as far north as Yosemite, even parts towards the Lake Tahoe area and Reno could be dealing with a few showers and thunderstorms into the weekend. 97 our forecast high, same as yesterday. Average is 83. Today's record 103, set back in 2008. South Valley temperatures today, 98 in Corcoran, 98 in Kettleman City, 99 for Lemoore, 99 in Huron, 98 in Five Points, and 97 in Selma, 90 in Yokuts Valley, 89 in Aubrey, 90 in Oakhurst, and 81 for Yosemite, 95 in Dos Palos. Your Chick Chansey getaway forecast shows fog and low clouds at the coast this weekend, but plenty of sunshine in the afternoon for San Francisco and Monterey. 50s and 60s there. Reno, Lake Tahoe, there's the chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly on Sunday. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s. Southern California, fog and cloud cover for San Diego and LA in the morning. 70s for afternoon highs under mostly sunny conditions. And Palm Springs, mid to upper 90s, same deal for Las Vegas, but even these areas have a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm into the weekend. 70 forecast shows mid-90s tomorrow. We're going to see those clouds start to build in, and it's still going to feel a little humid into the weekend. Even though we're going to cool off, we're still going to be hot for this time of year, but cooler, drier air makes its way into the valley as early as Tuesday, but I think you'll feel a bigger difference by Wednesday. You could always check out your forecast any time of the day. Just go to yourcentralvalley.com to check it out. For now, we'll send it back to you.
As the school year wraps up, a Central Unified teacher is getting praise for the extra effort she puts in to prepare students for the next level.
That's right. Well, let's check out my trip over to River Bluff Elementary to meet our Educator of the Week. Take a look.
Soon, Brianna Nichols will send her students off to second grade.
As the school year is in its final days, she reflects on her teaching skills and how it shaped her students for the better.
Just getting that aha moment for them and just building the relationships with them so they're secure enough to be confident in their learning and just creating that safe environment for them.
Mrs. Nichols goes the extra mile to help her students who often face challenges in the classroom.
Good job, Kira.
She also provides such love and support for social emotional connections for her students that her students just blossom in her class.
And helping them blossom is her goal every single year. Students typically leave her classroom more confident than when they first started.
I just have a passion for students that are struggling and just need help finding that excitement for their learning, and that's my real passion, is just teaching them what they're good at, praising the little things, and just getting them excited about learning. Right now in first grade, that's their foundation.
Take student Brielle, for example. She loved doing math this year and has become quite comfortable in her problem solving.
That we can do math equations and we can make we can have a shape and then we can make it into different other shapes.
But what this first grade class has learned so far this year goes beyond the classroom.
She has a desire for her students to truly be their best and succeed in whatever area they are strong in, and she helps with every area of her students' needs.
So a big congratulations to Mrs. Nichols at River Bluff Elementary School. Your hard work and excellent teaching skills has earned you the honor of Educator of the Week. Little wave they're doing at the end. We're not leaving yet. Coming up on Ksee Midday.
Oh, we're not?
Nah.
Kingsburg, feel a little different today with a European flair. But they're kicking up the Swedish festival tonight. Get your Volvos ready.
When I got hurt in a car wreck, I had so many questions, so I called Dunyan Law.
I'm attorney Connell Dunyan. After a car wreck, just call us. We'll speak with you for free and answer all of your questions.
They got me $500,000.
Call DUNNION.
Did Karen stop speaking with the catfish?
That was a changing day for me.
Cocktails, champagne glasses, glasses almost empty.
New Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, today at 4 on Ksee 24.
It's never happened. America has never defaulted on its debt. But John Duarte and Republicans in Congress keep pushing us closer. See, instead of making the wealthy pay their fair share, Duarte voted to take away things we depend on. Funding for education, Medicaid, even veterans' health care. All while protecting tax breaks for billionaires and big corporations. So tell John Duarte, stop pushing America into default and start looking out for us.
Spring into action and save on stressless seating at the Bone Store. Now get $400 off all classic power recliners, signature-based recliners and ottomans, and cross-based recliners and ottomans. And get $400 off most sofas and love seats. Imagine how much you can save building your dream sectional. Shop the Bone Store with locations in Fresno and Visalia or at thebonestore.com.
I got hurt by a speeding driver, and I've got a lot of medical bills. I can't afford to hire a lawyer.
My brother and I decided we'd never charge anything up front to start working on your case. We're the Law Brothers.
Call now or visit lawbrothers.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
It's Central Valley Honda dealers' race to save. Race in now for supercharged savings, like a $279 a month lease on Civic, boldly delivering up to 42 mpg. $279 a month on HRV, with loads of cargo space and available all-wheel drive. And $369 a month on Accord Hybrid, hitting up to 51 mpg. But you gotta get here fast. Our Race to Save event ends Memorial Day.
There's nothing we haven't seen, from a broken spring to a garage door on a car. Precision never hires subcontractors. We're always same-day service from our own highly trained technicians.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
The lawyers at BD&J are used to dealing with some pretty big numbers.
The emotional and financial stress from my skateboarding accident made it tough for my family. But BD&J got us a $29 million settlement.
Call BD&J at 1-800-820-1111 today.
We are getting a look at the new state-of-the-art lounge for kids who are in need of a safe space. The once vacant room inside the Fresno City Mission Center is now stacked and packed full of games, snacks for those who come through the center. The lounge was designed and put together by the leadership Fresno class of 37 from the Fresno Chamber of Commerce. The group raised over $120,000 in donations to make this happen.
We went from concept to build. We purchased all of the materials, we fundraised, we had amazing support from our community, and built the whole project out.
Kids of all ages will be able to enjoy the safe space when the center opens later this year.
One of the South Valley's most treasured festivals kicks off today. Well, it's the Swedish Festival over in Kingsburg. It's going to kick off at about 5:30. You're going to enjoy some pea soup and Swedish pancake supper. Following that at 6 p.m., the Swedish Festival Queen will be honored. Friday night, there will also be a smorgasbord and a heritage program. And the festival will wrap up on Saturday with a parade and plenty of vendors.
Local vets received a hero's welcome after spending a very emotional few days in Washington, D.C., touring the monuments built in their honor.
Our Juanita Adame was at the Fresno airport for the patriotic return of the 25th edition of the Central Valley Honor Flight.
Dorothy Van Loon said the first time her brother, Ron Rocha, returned from Vietnam, it was heartbreaking and scary.
He came home in a body cast before.
However, more than 50 years later, Ron and 63 other Vietnam veterans received the welcome they deserved.
And this way he's going to be walking, and I'm so thrilled to see him walking.
It was an extra special moment for both Dorothy and Hank, her husband.
It was heartbreaking. I mean, it was terrible knowing your brothers were out there. I had two brothers out there, and they both came home wounded.
It means a lot. I mean, I'm a vet myself, but the ones that are on the flight, they've been through a lot more than I have. I've been lucky in my life. So he's a great brother-in-law, too.
What's really going to mean the most to them is when they come through this door and they see this amazing crowd.
Each flight is special because of the family and friends who welcome them home.
And it's age 0 to 100. It's every ethnicity, every political belief, every religion, all the things that divide us every day. This crowd is united behind the fact that these veterans deserve our gratitude.
Leffler said the excitement on these flights is the same every time.
It's amazing to me how every time we do a flight, more people volunteer to help the effort. It shows you what the heart of the valley is, and these veterans are our heartbeat.
Juanita Adame, Ksee 24, local news that matters.
Coming up on Ksee Midday.
Talks about banning TikTok in the United States have been swirling the drain. However, Montana, first state to fully commit.
Dr. Mehta knows pain.
Oftentimes, I see patients with pain in their knees, their hips, their back, and it's actually coming from their feet.
Her suggestion?
It's as easy as going into a Good Feet store.
Come in for your free arch support fitting.
Can an oven-roasted turkey breast pack so much succulent flavor that the mere glimpse of it induces turkey sandwich daydreams? If it's Hillshire Farm, oh, hell yeah.
I'm Dr. Rowland with Innovative Medical Center. Have you been diagnosed with neuropathy? Then you need to give us a call today.
For a number of years, I had been losing sensation in my feet and in my hands.
Nearly 30% of Americans suffer from some sort of neuropathy. At Innovative Medical Center, we can help you. We help patients without the use of drugs or surgery.
I can now engage in all of the activities that I did before and could not because of the neuropathy.
Time to start living again pain-free. Call Innovative Medical Center today.
There's an issue affecting many children that I can't solve alone. It's called toxic stress. It's how a child's body responds to difficult experiences, from harsh language to a painful loss. It builds up inside, making it harder to fight off infections and illnesses, and increasing the risk for lasting health issues. But there are steps parents can take to help. Learn 4 things you can do to overcome toxic stress at first5california.com.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis keeps flaring, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When UC got unpredictable, I got rapid symptom relief with Rinvoq and left bathroom urgency behind. Check.
When UC got in my way, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq.
Check.
And when my gastro saw damage,
Rinvoq helped visibly repair the colon lining. Check. Rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission, and a chance to visibly repair the colon lining. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastro about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie could help you save.
To win multiple NASCAR championships, you gotta have the best support, including my arch support specialist at the Good Feet store.
How's that back and knee pain doing?
It's all gone. Yeah, my balance is better.
See how we can help you too with a free fitting.
At the Good Feet store.
The 6 pillars of character support student academics and their personal development.
Through Your Character Matters, the Tulare County Office of Education and Ksee 24 bring you stories of students living these values.
Each week, you'll meet great role models with inspiring stories
of community service, standing up for others, and preparing themselves for the future.
We're proud to share these stories of young people changing the world for the better.
Your Character Matters, Tuesdays at 5 on Ksee 24, local news that matters.
So for the first time ever, popular app TikTok has been fully banned in a state. The governor of Montana officially signing the new law, making it illegal. While legislation passed last month also makes it illegal for app stores to give users the option to download TikTok. Well, limited TikTok bans have been issued federally and state by state, including a ban signed by President Joe Biden last year that prohibits the federal employees from using TikTok on government-owned devices. Well, the law is likely to face some challenges in court concerning limiting free speech.
Delta Airlines CEO says if more government regulations are carried out, travelers could be paying more to fly. That includes rules over travelers' compensation and ticket refunds. The Biden administration says will propose new rules requiring airlines to compensate travelers and cover their expenses if flights are canceled or delays for reasons within an airline's control. Delta Airlines says it already spends millions of dollars in compensation for travelers. They could just, have their flights arrive on time, and not delay.
That's true. Well, for better, for worse, chicken beer will be on tap this summer. Well, poultry company Purdue says it's selling a beer it says is perfect to use to make beer canned chicken. The 12.5-ounce beer is a honey double citrus summer ale brewed with a little bit of grilled chicken seasonings. And the company says the beer keeps chicken moist and tender during the cooking process, but adds that it's also fine for drinking on a hot summer day. 6-packs are going for about $14.99 each and will be sold online beginning May 22nd. Would you try it?
Yeah, I just want to try the beer itself. It sounds delicious.
I just can't get over with the chicken flavor.
It has rosemary and thyme in the beer. Oh, yeah. Poultry beer.
Not on a hot summer day.
Oh, yeah, hot summer day. Get some rosemary and thyme.
You want to be the ad person for that with that look?
Yeah. Just crack it open.
Coming up on Ksee Midday.
Take the can out of the chicken. Okay, sorry. The primary suspect in the murder of 4 University of Idaho students has officially been identified. More on his charges when we come back.
I see on Ksee stories of everyday people making a big difference. A community of local healthcare advocates committed to a healthier Central Valley. In fighters, I see courage. And in supporters, I see compassion. In survivors, I see grace and dignity. I see what matters. I see local stories making an impact. And I invite you to see it all here every day on Ksee 24 News.
Plumbing leak or high water bill? Contact American Leak Detection, the industry leader in non-invasive, accurate leak detection and plumbing repair services. Our extensive knowledge and specialized equipment mean we'll find your leaks and fix them quickly. If you have plumbing problems, we're on it. From residential plumbing repipes to main water line repairs, even water heater replacements. When your insurance company asks you to call a plumber, American Leak Detection is your one-stop shop. Set up your leak detection inspection or plumbing repair today.
United Health Centers has partnered with Kings County Public Health to offer you and your family COVID-19 testing, vaccines, and antiviral medication treatments. Our team of healthcare professionals are ready to provide you with quality healthcare at our Corcoran, Lemoore, and Hanford Health Centers. Protect your family and stay healthy. Call us today at 1-800-492-4227. 1-800-492-4227. United Health Centers. Wellness for a lifetime.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
It's Memorial Day sale going on here right now at Quality Furniture. Take advantage of our big specials. We have this beautiful bedroom set that's available in queen or king size. It has a nice LED layout on the headboard. It also comes with a dresser, mirror, and a nightstand. What I like about this bedroom set, it has self-closing doors, so they close by themselves, and then the light is just a touch of a button. We have this set on sale right now for $49 a month.
Get 30 to 50% off right now with easy financing, 5 years, no interest, and no money down with 2 locations in Fresno and Visalia.
Now YourCentralValley.com pros who know.
Stay healthy. Boost your immune system at Madge Medical Clinic with our special high-dose IV vitamin C therapy. Call 559-740-7989.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know. Local news that matters. This is KC24 News Midday.
Oh, welcome back. I'm Ruben Contreras for your midday forecast. It is sunny out there, and it's going to be hot once again, plus a little humid too. Let's take you to a live picture from our Valley Cam at Eagle Mountain Casino in Porterville. We're looking off to the east. You see blue skies and a little bit of cloud cover developing over the Tulare County Mountains this midday. 81 in Porterville. Winds are calm, and visibility is 8 miles out of the airport in Porterville. There's some haze out there. That's just an issue as long as high pressure builds over us. In the Sierra, though, southern Sierra, slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm. Plenty of sunshine for the valley at lunchtime. Mid to upper 80s. So if you're going to get outdoors at noon, sit in the shade. We're on our way to the mid and upper 90s once again. We'll see more cloud cover as we move forward into the weekend. It's going to be a little bit more humid, and those chances of thunderstorms actually increase through Sunday. Next week, a nice cool down to more seasonable temperatures. We'll show you that in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Mayor Jerry Dyer says community safety and economic development are among the top priorities for his 2024 fiscal year budget. It was just unveiled at a news conference at Fresno City Hall this morning. The more than $1.85 billion budget includes public works improvements and housing for the homeless.
This budget supports the foundation that we serve on in Fresno, and that is the One Fresno motto. It also supports our vision to be an inclusive, prosperous, beautiful city where people take pride in their neighborhood and their community.
The mayor's budget also allocates funding for Beautify Fresno and public works projects, including dedicated pothole crews, new traffic signals, pedestrian crossing signals. We're going to have many more details on this later editions of KC24 News.
Well, a massive fire erupted this morning at a construction site in Charlotte, North Carolina. Flames aggressively ripped through the construction site. The 5-alarm fire was just so intense. Beams were seen and heard collapsing. Located near one of the city's largest shopping malls, several roads in that area had to be blocked off, and authorities urge residents to stay away. There are no reports of injuries, and the cause is unknown.
An alarming story out of Moreno Valley. A man, deputies say, held 2 women against their will and tortured them. Authorities say 53-year-old Gilberto Pugo called 911 Sunday saying the 2 women burglarized his home. At the same time the call came in, a neighbor called 911 saying he was hearing women screaming for help inside Pugo's home. Deputies arrived. They found 2 women outside of the home. Pugo took off in his SUV. After interviewing the 2 women and further investigation, deputies pieced together a horrific story. Pugo was arrested on Monday, faces a number of charges, including false imprisonment and assault using a taser or stun gun.
There was a reporting party who called 911 and said that he had heard 2 women yelling from inside that residence asking for help. When deputies arrived at the residence, the 2 females were actually already outside of the residence. And after they conducted their investigation, they determined that these two women had been locked inside the residence, held against their will, and tortured.
So far, authorities are not releasing any information about the victims, how they ended up at the home, or how long they were held captive.
Well, the head of the U.S. Postal Service is telling lawmakers the agency is taking some aggressive actions to get back on track after facing significant financial losses this year. Lawmakers say their constituents are fed up with the widespread delivery delays plaguing their districts. Postmaster General says the agency is working to ramp up its reliability while keeping costs under control. Now, some lawmakers argue those cuts jeopardize the safety of postal workers.
More than 2,000 postal carriers have been assaulted or robbed since 2020.
The Postal Service seems to have prioritized cost-saving strategies above the safety.
Democrats are demanding a detailed plan on how the Postmaster General will protect postal carriers by June 12th.
Walgreens will pay San Francisco a record-breaking settlement of $230 million. This after the pharmacy giant was found guilty of fueling the opioid epidemic in the city. San Francisco sued drug makers and distributors in 2018, accusing them of dispensing opioids and failing to investigate suspicious prescriptions. Last year, a federal judge ruled in the city's favor. San Francisco city attorneys announced the historic settlement on Wednesday.
The evidence presented at trial made it clear that Walgreens, the dominant retail pharmacy chain in San Francisco, which had a history of failing to comply with federal regulations, filled a significant volume of illegitimate opioid prescriptions.
The city will get the settlement money over a 14-year period, with first payment of $57 million due by next June.
Well, lawmakers in D.C. are renewing their push for the Medicare for All bill. Led by Senator Bernie Sanders, the bill titled Medicare for All Act of 2023 was first introduced to Congress on Wednesday. Well, that bill would then set up single-payer program, allowing one source to collect all health care fees and pay health care costs. 112 lawmakers have reportedly co-sponsored the bill, which is the most co-sponsors the House has ever had at the introduction of the bill.
Democrats holding a rally on Capitol Hill Wednesday to push for paid medical leave for all workers. They say doing so would put the U.S. on par with every other major nation. Democratic lawmakers are proposing legislation that would guarantee 7 paid sick days and 12 weeks of paid family medical leave to all American workers. Supporters say the move would benefit the economy and help with employee retention. But Republicans argue the government shouldn't get involved and has no way to pay for it.
An independent advisory committee to the Food and Drug Administration will decide today whether to recommend an RSV vaccine for infants that will be administered to pregnant mothers. Well, the vaccine would be given to pregnant mothers at 24 to about 36 weeks. Along with that, the protective antibodies transferring to infants through the placenta. In a clinical trial with nearly 7,400 patients, the vaccine actually lowered the risk of severe disease from RSV among infants by 82%. Within roughly 3 months after birth. RSV is one of the leading causes of hospitalizations for infants in the United States. But the FDA must still approve any recommendations by the panel, and that process could take months.
World leaders, including President Biden, arrived for a group of 7 meeting in Hiroshima today, the site of the world's first atomic bomb attack, with Russia's war in Ukraine expected to be high on the agenda. NBC's Peter Alexander reports from Hiroshima, Japan.
Good day to you from here in Japan. This is the second summit of G7 leaders since Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and that war will be a central focus of the talks here. Hiroshima is a poignant and compelling backdrop for these meetings. The first city ever hit with an atomic bomb from the U.S. in 1945. And this visit comes amid new concerns that Russian President Vladimir Putin is threatening to use nuclear weapons. President Biden, he will lay a wreath at the Memorial Museum here, where the message is no more Hiroshimas. Another key focus, pushing back against China's growing influence. There are renewed fears that what's happening in Ukraine could happen in this region, with China building up its military and anxiety that the Chinese are eyeing a possible invasion of Taiwan. And facing Republican criticism that he was heading overseas without a deal to avoid a catastrophic default at home, President Biden is no longer going to Papua New Guinea or Australia, where he was scheduled to meet with the leaders of Australia, Japan, and India. China's rising influence would have been a major topic there. Instead, the White House says the president will meet with those leaders on the sidelines here in Japan. I'm Peter Alexander in Hiroshima, Japan for NBC News.
The IRS is stepping up its efforts to root out tax-related identity theft. That occurs when criminals use a taxpayer's personal information to file a return in their name in an attempt to claim their federal tax refund. The IRS has confirmed over 12,000 fraudulent tax returns have been filed so far this season. After its enhanced filters flagged more than 1 million returns for further review, the federal agency has increased the number of filters it uses to spot and flag potential issues. One way taxpayers can protect themselves from fraud is to request an identity protection personal identification number directly from the IRS ahead of tax season. Afterward, any returns filed in your name without that PIN would not be processed. We have an update involving the Pasadena radiologist accused of driving his Tesla off a cliff in Northern California. His wife and 2 kids were in the back of the car in January when it plunged 250 feet to the rocky shore in San Mateo County. Court documents were unsealed Tuesday. Neha Patel says her husband drove the car off the cliff on purpose. Her husband, Dharmesh, told investigators the car had problems with tire pressure. He has pled not guilty to 3 counts of attempted murder. A preliminary hearing is set for June 12th.
So we're learning some more details about the New York City taxi ride involving one of the world's most famous couples and the chaos that ensued after they left the charity event in New York City Tuesday evening. The taxi driver, Sonny Snye, says the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan Meghan's mother got out of a black car and into his taxi.
Paparazzis, they just came out of nowhere and just started taking pictures and flashing. It was like a light show all of a sudden. And they were just about to give me the location. They never gave me the location where they were going. And then the security guard told me circle back. As we are circling back, you see the paparazzi's car following my car.
And he describes the royals as looking nervous as paparazzi surrounded the vehicle and began taking numerous pictures.
The case against accused murderer Brian Kohberger moving closer to trial. The man charged with stabbing 4 University of Idaho college students to death last year has been indicted by a grand jury, allowing prosecutors to avoid a preliminary hearing. NBC's Gadi Schwartz has the latest.
The decision to indict accused killer Brian Kohberger through the grand jury means prosecutors won't have to call witnesses or present evidence in a preliminary hearing. That indictment charging Kohberger with 4 counts of murder in the first degree for the killing of Ethan Chapin, Xana Kernodle, Kaylee Gonzalez, and Maddie Mogan in their shared home.
The family wants to move along. They want to get a conviction and move past this as much as you can move past a case like this.
Kaylee and Maddie, who were killed just months before they would have graduated, receiving posthumous degrees last week. Meanwhile, prosecutors say they have given Kohberger's defense team thousands of pages of discovery, including some 10,000 photos, 9,200 tips, and 51 terabytes of video, audio, and digital materials.
Police Department search warrant, come to the door.
The night Kohberger was arrested at his parents' Pennsylvania home, officers in Washington state served a search warrant at his apartment less than 20 minutes from the crime scene.
Show yourself. We have a search warrant for the building.
There, they recovered a wide variety of potential evidence, including a chemical-resistant black glove, multiple hair strands, and possible animal hair cuttings.
I think you know why I stopped you. You ran the red light.
What actually happened was I was stuck in the middle of the intersection.
His white Hyundai Elantra, seen driving here during a routine traffic stop, was also allegedly caught on camera near the crime scene on the night of the killings. Kohberger has yet to enter a plea, but his previous attorney said he believes he'll be exonerated. Once a plea is entered, the state has 60 days to give notice if they plan to seek the death penalty. Meanwhile, an upcoming Dateline special has exclusive new details about the investigation.
If this does turn out to be a death penalty case, how long do you think it'll be before Brian Kohberger actually goes on trial?
It's really hard to put a finger on that, but I'd be surprised if anything happened in terms of trial before the latter part of 2024, frankly.
Well, still to come on Ksee 24 Midday.
According to new research, New York City could be the next great city to fall victim to the ocean, joining Atlantis.
Ksee 24 is your local weather authority, always the most accurate. And now the Chuck Chansey Getaway Forecast gives exclusive regional information for your weekend. AJ Rubin and the Chuck Chansey Getaway Forecast is all you need, and it's all on Ksee 24, your local weather authority.
100% ribeye beef in a burger. Yep, 100% ribeye beef in a burger. My Ribeye Steakhouse burgers. All the flavor of a juicy ribeye steak in a burger. Did I mention they're made with 100% ribeye beef?
Innovative Medical Center offers non-invasive treatment plans, and I was thrilled because I wanted to avoid surgery. The staff, including Dr. Rowland, they really have their patients' best interest at heart. My pain level dropped from 7 to 8 down to 0.1. My body is stronger. I really recommend it highly. Please commit to yourself to get better.
Don't settle for surgery. Call Innovative Medical Center.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after a TNF blocker like Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq is different and may help. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can dramatically relieve RA and PSA symptoms, including fatigue for some. It can stop joint damage, and in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Done settling?
Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq.
And take back what's yours.
Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
If you want to walk away with more money at the end of your case, choose Jacoby & Myers at the start of your case. At Jacoby & Myers, we get our clients up to 10 times the original insurance offer. Choose Jacoby & Myers.
My legendary mozzarella sticks are back, and they come with, wait for it, keep waiting, marinara sauce. You asked for it, you got it. You can thank me later. Get them as part of my mini munchies for just $3.50.
It's all on the table. We're going to talk about everything. I think I'm having my first hot flash. I feel so honored. It's sunshine on TV. It's everybody's show.
The Drew Barrymore Show, today at 2 on KC24. KC24 News is brought to you in part by HR Mobile Services. Now, forecaster Ruben Contreras with your local weather authority forecast.
Well, we're warming up fast before temperatures this midday. It's going to be hot again this afternoon and a little humid from this point forward, at least through the weekend. 84 degrees in Fresno, 56 in Monterey, 62 in Los Angeles. There's some fog and cloud cover along the coast. Cool air, but unfortunately, most of that is staying at the coast for the next several days. 89 in Palm Springs and 89 in Phoenix, of course. Those areas in the desert southwest have been dealing with triple-digit heat. That will continue at least for another day or two. Temperatures in the Central Valley, 86 in Lemoore, 82 in Madera, and 81 in Porterville. And compared to 24 hours ago, it is cooler now compared to this time yesterday because we had clear skies throughout the night. So that allowed us to cool off. We lose all the heating we pick up in the daytime, and so things are cooler when skies are clear in the nighttime hours, but in the daytime with more sunshine, it'll be warmer. Today, just as warm as it was yesterday. High pressure, that's still in control of our weather pattern. That's given us unseasonably hot temperatures, but we have this low to the southeast of California. The combination of the two, dry up moisture from the south, that monsoon we've been talking about, and usually we talk about this in late July, August, September, but it's happening in mid-May. So it's a little unusual to have the monsoon, not so much the heat. It does happen from time to time in the month of May. Outside our Valley Cam, powered by Eagle Mountain Casino, this one at Kauai Health in Visalia, looking off to the east. A little hazy out there. That's an issue when high pressure builds over us, but we're starting to see that cloud cover develop on the backside of the Sierra. And you see a little bit of that from Lake Kauai. Live picture from Sequoia Parks Conservancy webcam up in the Tulare County foothills, and the water level at the lake dropping off because obviously making room for the snowpack that is melting fairly quick. Let's show you a time lapse from yesterday midday to midday today. This is Mount Whitney. This is the backside of the mountain range to the northeast of Visalia. The Inyo County side on the other side of the mountain range is Tulare County. Notice the cloud cover that builds up late in the day, and now we're seeing that redevelop. So the southern Sierra, once again, fairly decent chance of showers and thunderstorms. To the north, though, Yosemite still dealing with that flood warning for the Merced River at the Pohono Bridge. National Weather Service predicts water levels going above 10 feet, flooding stage possibly in the next 24 hours or so. Still got the flood warning in effect for the Kings River and the flood advisory for the San Joaquin River. This is due to water release from Pine Flat Dam and Fright Dam, again making room for the snowpack that is melting fairly fast. Futurecast shows that shower and thunderstorm activity now making its way to Fresno County. This is at the highest elevations, but that cloud cover will drift out to the valley floor, and we'll see some of that throughout the evening hours. Then tomorrow, same deal, but notice it picks up a little bit earlier, closer to 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, as opposed to 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's a little bit more to the north, getting closer to Yosemite, and then we see more cloud cover in the valley. And as we move forward to the weekend, it actually just increases for a good portion of the Sierra, maybe as far north as Lake Tahoe and Reno. And again, we see more cloud cover each day for the Central Valley. 97 our forecast high. That was our high yesterday. Same deal for today. 83 is average. Today's record 103 set back in 2008. South Valley temperatures for today: 98 in Corcoran, 99 in Lemoore, 99 in Huron, 97 in Selma, 97 in Madera, low 90s in Yokuts Valley, Oakers, mid-70s for Shaver Lake, and 81 in Yosemite, 95 for Merced in the North Valley. Temperatures tonight a little bit warmer. We're going to be in the mid to upper 50s because of that cloud cover out there. Fresno still in the mid-60s, and of course over in the Sierra, temperatures do drop into the 40s for Sequoia and 51 for Shaver Lake. But even the nighttime temperatures in the Sierra are fairly mild, so that snow continues to melt from the evening hours into the overnight hours. And our 7-day forecast shows temperatures remain unseasonably hot. We'll see a little bit more cloud cover day by day, so it's still going to be humid out there, even though our temperatures are dropping off. That's because of the increase of cloud cover, but that ridge finally starts to break away, and we start to get somewhat drier, cooler, comfortable conditions, maybe as early as Tuesday for some parts of the North Valley, but 80s for everyone on Wednesday. You can always check out your regional forecast at yourcentralvalley.com. For now, we'll send it back to you.
New digital scans of the Titanic are providing us a unique view of the shipwreck. A sea mapping company partnered up with Atlantic Productions for what is being described as the largest underwater scanning project. The team took more than 700,000 images to create a 3D model of the ship that is over 12,000 feet below the surface of the ocean. Shoes, unopened champagne bottles, and other possessions can be seen surrounding the ship.
Well, it's graduation season, but for one grad, it's been 80 years in the making. Fred Taylor is 101 years old and was finally able to take part in his graduation ceremony. You've seen some footage at Cornell College, 8 decades after getting his first degree. This is over in Mount Vernon, Iowa. Well, he missed his first celebration because he left school to serve in the Army during World War II. Well, he says the ceremony was a full circle moment.
It looks like the Big Apple is sinking. According to new research, New York City is dipping into the surrounding waterways about 1 to 2 millimeters every year. The threat of sea level rise is 3 to 4 times higher than the global average along the Atlantic Ocean. The big reason for the city's dip is that more than 1 million buildings, all that architecture, is weighing down the city by nearly 1.7 trillion pounds. Also all those rats.
Yeah, the rats. They're really big on that side of the world. Well, Utah man is riding his lawnmower across the state to raise money for families in need. Recently stopped by the state capitol in Salt Lake City, but he still has plenty of spots left to go. Scott Morgan now working to raise money for families of children who are hospitalized. He's now on day 3 of about 10 that journey will take. Donations from the fundraiser will go towards the Ronald McDonald House charity.
You wake up in the night and realize that you have to do something more for your community, and I had that moment and wasn't sure what to do about it. So the next day I was out mowing the grass, and I thought, you know, I can make a ride across the state and bring some awareness to the facility, and so it began.
Well, Scott will be riding 439 miles, helping families at 7 miles per hour. This is his 3rd year riding the lawnmower for charity. Oh, it doesn't have any AC though.
That's fine.
He's got a little fan, maybe he can.
Yeah, just a breeze, a whole kinds of breeze.
7 miles per hour. Coming up on AC24 midday.
Sometimes it's an easy decision to make a good boy your bat boy, and that's exactly what the Johnson City Doughboys did.
Join KC24 and Exceptional Parents Unlimited at the 30th Annual Fiesta de los Niños, Saturday, May 20th at the Grand on the Bluffs. Miracles happen when we support families in our community. Get your tickets today at epuchildren.org, presented by Calviva.
Ashley's Memorial Day sale is going on now. Get up to 50% off Spotlight deals. Plus, pay 0% interest for 72 months with no minimum or down payment. And ask how to receive a $100 Visa prepaid card. Only at Ashley.
I got hurt by a speeding driver, and I've got a lot of medical bills. But I can't afford to hire a lawyer. I'm broke as a joke.
We understand. That's why my brother and I decided we'd never charge anything up front to start working on your case.
Not one penny. I called the Law Brothers after my accident, and they got me $140,000. I got plenty of money now.
Call us. We're the Law Brothers.
Call 559-900-0000 or visit lawbrothers.com.
Always in that state of mind, living on a high vibration, so hot, gonna make it melt. And I'm loving what I'm tasting. Qué bonito lugar lleno de tanto sabor, so much flavor. Un futuro brillante se acerca. Nos gusta mezclar como una mezcla. Aquí hay lugar, yeah, we're living in the golden state. Dame más, fresco y real. Dale gas, vive en el estado dorado.
Enrollment is now open. Homeschool offers a flexible schedule to meet your family's needs. In Kingsburg Elementary Charter School District, we offer everything you need to participate in the successful education of your child. Credentialed teachers, multiple curriculum options, ballet, piano, Spanish and ASL lessons, science and math support classes, monthly field trips, STEAM Kit opportunities, and more. There's even 24-hour online student support from a professional tutor. At Central Valley Homeschool, we find a way for all students to learn.
You'll find innovation here and here. You'll find passion here, as well as here. You'll find commitment here and here too. At Community Health System, alongside every amazing doctor or caring nurse is a community of people who work together to support you. It's just another reason we say we are stronger together.
Ashley's Memorial Day mattress sale is going on now. Save $1,000 on select Sealy mattresses and get $100 instant savings on Ashley Sleep adjustable base sets. Plus, pay 0% interest for 72 months with no minimum or down payment. Only at Ashley.
Ksee 24 News is brought to you by the Fresno County Superintendent of Schools.
This is Ksee 24 News Midday.
Today is the first day of competition of the PGA Championship at Oak Hill Country Club. Because of a layer of frost that was covering the ground, play was delayed almost 2 hours this morning. This is in Rochester, New York.
2 hours, jeez.
Yesterday proved to be a gorgeous day as spectators lined the course, hoping to get a glimpse of some of the favorites on the final of 3 practice days. The tournament is expected to draw 200,000 visitors, bringing nearly $200 million to the Rochester region. The last time Oak Hill hosted the PGA was in 2013. The club has also hosted the U.S. Open and the Ryder Cup. Right now, it's a 3-way tie for first. Scotty Scheffler, Corey Connors, and Keegan Bradley. And Bryson DeChambeau is right behind them at 2 under, 1 shot back.
Yes, looks like a cool tournament.
It is a nice tournament.
Did I say it right?
You said it right. You said it the way I say it.
Turn up. Well, baseball team roster has expanded to include one very helpful 4-legged friend.
Has the word tour in it.
Tour. Okay, well, Rocky, the black lab, will be serving as the Johnson City Doughboys bat dog. This good boy will be retrieving the players' bats and taking them back out to the dugout.
Rocky is known for competing in dock diving competitions all over the country. His owner, Meg Hackett, said that when he's not competing, Rocky loves to go hiking and camping in the area. And a lot of good hiking and camping in this area. Ruben, what's the weather like if you want to take your dog on a little hike?
Do that in the morning, and of course our temperatures are fairly comfortable in the morning hours. And of course, remember the Grizzlies and I believe the Rawhide, they have the Bark in the Park games going on, so check those out this year. Outside our Valley Cam, this one at Meadow Lakes in Fresno County. You can see some blue skies out there as we look out towards the valley floor. It is going to be hot again, maybe just a little humid. We are expecting some showers and thunderstorms to return to the Sierra. That's the case through this weekend. Next week, though, 80s finally return, more cooler, more seasonable temperatures on Wednesday.
Yeah, Bark in the Park was supposed to be last Sunday. It was so hot they had to push it back. Yeah. So we'll see. That'll do it for us. We'll see you tomorrow morning starting at 5 a.m.
Tonight at 6 on Ksee 24. Join me as I take you on a tour of the people and places that made history right here in our backyard. This week, we go to a place where the water is especially cold. On the map.
Brought to you by the Fresno County Historical Society.
Dr. Mehta knows pain.
Oftentimes, I see patients with pain in their knees, their hips, their back, and it's actually coming from their feet.
Her suggestion?
It's as easy as going into a good feet store.
Come in for your free arch support fitting.
Play with the best.
At Ksee Gold Resort and Casino, we don't just offer fun, we offer you the best. No other casino in the Central Valley rewards its guests more than we do. Only at Ksee.
United Health Centers has partnered with Kings County Public Health to offer you and your family COVID-19 testing, vaccines, and antiviral medication treatments. Our team of healthcare professionals are ready to provide you with quality healthcare at our Corcoran, Lemoore, and Hanford Health Centers. Protect your family and stay healthy. Call us today at 1-800-492-4227. 1-800-492-4227. United Health Centers. Wellness for a lifetime.
Flex alert! Flex alert! Power outage is looming.
Oh, that's just alert. He's always getting worked up about something. Flex alerts notify us of preventable power outages. That way we always know when to help stop one.
Okay, Flex, just drop some knowledge on me again.
Okay, I will. I'll turn our thermostat to 78. I'll unplug the blender, the hair dryer.
My blankie?
Yep.
Let's talk about it.
No.
Ooh, we can save the laundry till the morning.
Oh, yes, please. Oh, little things like this help save our power and help save us from outages. With Flex alerts, the power is ours. Learn more at powerisours.org.
How does it feel to lead the field? At Central Valley Honda Dealers Race to Save, you get winning deals on every new Honda. Like 3.9% APR on CR-V, with a new hybrid delivering up to 43 mpg. 2.9% APR on Passport, with loads of cargo space and available all-wheel drive. And 3.9% APR on Pilot, with 3-row seating and Honda Sensing Standard. But you better step on it. Our Race to Save event ends Memorial Day.
Liquor King Check Cashing, now in their 4th decade of serving the Valley with check cashing and complete party supplies. Liquor, wine, beer, and we're your headquarters for kegs. Liquor King features check cashing, money orders, and wire services. And you'll always find a complete inventory of party supplies 7 days a week. Liquor King Check Cashing, serving the Valley for 4 decades at Blackstone and Herndon in Fresno.
Liquor King.
Can the flavor of a slow-cooked smoked sausage be so gloriously delicious that the sight of it sizzling makes your taste buds weep? If it's Hillshire Farm, oh, hell yeah.
To win multiple NASCAR championships, you gotta have the best support, including my arch support specialist at the Good Feet store.
How's that back and knee pain doing?
It's all gone. Yeah, my balance is better.
See how we can help you too with a free fitting.
At the Good Feet store.
The following paid commercial program does not reflect the opinions and views of Nexstar Broadcasting Incorporated, this station, or their employees and affiliates.
The following is a paid advertisement for LifeLock by Norton, paid for by Norton LifeLock.
Protecting your identity in today's world is more important and more difficult than ever. What if someone stole your identity, and once they did it, they used it to create a fake ID with their picture and your information? Then they committed a burglary, got caught, and skipped bail. Could you be arrested for it? That's exactly what happened to this man. This is Dov. He was driving to work one day, but never made it. Instead, he was hauled off to jail for a crime he didn't commit, all because he was a victim of identity theft.
I was fingerprinted and put in a cell for hours.
I'm Tom Morris Jr.